Hello, students. I am back again with the same chapter naming a period of transition. And in this video, I would let you know about imperialism and the consequences of imperialism our country, India, faced. Means, what were the consequences of imperialism upon India? Okay, so this we will come to know when we go through this topic, that is imperialism. See, in imperialism there are two types of countries exist. First is the mother country and second one is the colony. Okay, mother country is the country which imposes its policy to colony, to the other country who is smaller than it, and forces the mother country forces the smaller country to abide by the rules, regulations, follow the policies of the mother country. Okay, and the colony country is always defeated. Okay, so if we take the example of India was badly hit by the policy of imperialism. If you start, we will start from Battle of Plassey. See, with the victory of Battle of Plassey in 1757, the English East India Company started exercising political control over India. And soon, most of the regions of the Indian subcontinent became part of the British colony and were ruled by the British for nearly 190 years. And as a result of that, the company, which came to India as a trading organization, became the master of the Indian subcontinent, while the British policies of uniform and centralized administration, economic policies, and uniform laws helped in the exploitation of resources for the British industry. It also unified. The word colony is used for a country that is ruled by a more powerful country. Like I said earlier, the country that makes rule. Okay, so the country that rules is called imperialist country. Okay, and it makes maximum benefits by exploiting the economy of its colony. And the word colony is used for a country that is ruled by a more powerful country like India. So Britain was the mother country and India was the, you can say, colony. Okay, so when a country becomes the colony of another country, it leads to many political, economical, social and cultural changes in the colony, and the whole process is called colonization. After the Industrial Revolution, what happened? A competition is started among the European powers, okay, to explore and build colonies that would serve as markets for products made in their respective countries and also supply resources to support industrial production in the imperialist countries. And as a result, India became a colony of the British Empire. Okay, now if we take the example of India, then we should take the example of India, even after 1757. Okay, the state of India after 1757, the condition of India after 1757. Right now we discuss the condition of India in 1757. Okay, so see what happened after 1757. The first time that many provincial rulers of India supported by their people, revolted against the British was in 1857. But even before the revolt, the people living in different regions of India had realized that if they stood united, it was possible to overthrow the British. With this thought, a great love for the nation and desire to get independence from the foreign rule rose among the Indian people, and it came to be known as nationalism. Okay, so the first great expression of Indian nationalism was the revolt of 1857. And following the revolt of 1857, there was also transfer of power from the East India Company to British Crown. Thus, India came under direct rule of the British government after the revolt of 1857. And in 1947, after a long struggle, India finally gained independence from the British rule. Okay, see, till the 18th century, India was a major exporter of cotton and silk textiles. However, the main purpose of the East India Company was only to promote the trade of its own products manufactured in England. And after the Industrial Revolution, cotton and silk textiles became one of the most important English products. Okay, so by the 19th century, when India was under British rule, cheap English textiles were imported into India. Okay, and that's how the policy of imperialism constantly followed in India. Okay, so this is all about this imperialism in this video. In my next video, I will go ahead and extend the term a little bit about imperialism. Okay, so this is all for today. Have a blessed day.